Hi, this is Cedric, training consultant here at Automation Consultants. In this video, we are going to compare Scrum and Kanban methods in Jira. Now, we have another video that's called What's the Difference Between Kanban and Scrum that talks more about the methodology of the two and gives some examples of when teams would use one or the other. This video is where we're concentrating in Jira. So we're going to show you mainly boards and allow you to see the difference between a Kanban board and a Scrum board. We'll point out the differences, and then you will hopefully, with the two videos, be able to understand both why teams choose one or the other method and how they will go about using Jira in completing those tasks, whether it's a Kanban or Scrum project. So let's go have a look. So here we're in Jira, and what we're going to look at initially is the Scrum board. Now, what you're looking at is a Scrum board where it's showing you the active sprints. So these are showing you tasks that are currently being worked on in the current sprints. Now, if you look over on the left-hand sidebar, you can see that you've got not only an option for active sprints, but you also have a backlog. So if we look at the backlog, here you will see the sprints that are currently active. So it's showing you the sprints. Here's the 2-week time period, and these are the various tasks that the teams are working on in those sprints. If I scroll down, you will see that these are the remaining tasks that are currently in the backlog, and these have not been assigned to sprints. Now, the difference between this Scrum project and the Kanban project that we'll look at next is you will not see a backlog or active sprints in this on the screen. So that's how you can determine that this is a Scrum project as opposed to a Kanban project. Now we're going to look at a Kanban project. Now what you see here is a Kanban board, and looking over on the left-hand sidebar, you will notice that there's no mention of sprint, and there's also no mention of a backlog. So again, this is a Kanban, and that's the big difference. Now, one thing also to mention, and this applies to both the Scrum and the Kanban board, is you see this workflow where you have, in this case, it's a very simple basic to do, in progress, and done. These can be customized in Jira because you may have multiple steps that you want to include in your workflow, and that can all be done by the administrator. But this is just a basic board. But this is the Kanban board, and very simple. You don't have sprints, you don't have backlogs, although you can add a backlog if you want to customize it. And they would just work this board. Again, they will pick up items in the to-do column, move them to progress once they've done that, and they will have exit criteria for moving to each stage in the workflow, and of course, until they get into the done column. So basically that's it. Just to recap, the Scrum board will have sprints, will also have a backlog where you can assign tasks to various sprints to be completed in that cycle. And the Kanban board is just a simple board where no sprints are involved. There's no time boxed period in, and they will just pick up these tasks, work on them, and once they're completed, they'll just they will just take up another task. And that's comparing a Scrum and a Kanban. So now you should have a good idea of how teams go about using Scrum and Kanban projects in Jira. And like I mentioned previously, with the combination of this video and the video that we have called What's the Difference Between Kanban and Scrum, you should be able to see the entire process, understand the methodology, and also understand how that's used in Jira. If you like this video, click like, but also subscribe. And if you want to see additional videos like the one I referenced in regards to Kanban and Scrum, or any other videos in regarding Agile methodology or in how to use Jira, just click on the link below. And we'll see you next time.